The update that Valve released October 1st isn't really groundbreaking. New maps, some less than favorable gameplay adjustments, armory changes that we knew about beforehand, and major capsules getting removed. All pretty standard and expected, but it was the way that Valve removed these items, along with the timing, that really sent people into panic mode. Yes, there is lots to talk about with the armory. The gallery case might be the lowest supply case to ever enter the rare drop pool or get moved to discontinued. The Zeus Deathmatch kill reward changes hurts the case farmer profits. The graphic collection getting removed, which is massive for the Starcade Deagle. Character craft stickers removed. Armory items are absolute chaos right now, whether it's FOMO purchasing into removed items or panic redeeming the new items. Money is flying right now. But the armory isn't the focal point of this update. Not only were Austin major items removed without any warning, but they were also removed extremely early compared to previous majors. I thought Austin capsule supply would be low enough to be profitable. I did not expect anything like this. This video is sponsored by Skinsmonkey, a CS2 trading service where you don't have to worry about the risks that come with cash trading or the sale time of a typical marketplace. All you need to do is sign in through Steam and enter your trade link. With their vast inventory of items, instant trades, and 24/7 chat support, you can obtain the skins that you have been looking for. Any excess balance will be held on your account, and any trade lock skin will be reserved until it is finally available. When depositing balance, they also offer a 30% deposit bonus, but that could be 35% if you use the code ptree or click the link down below. This extra 5% also has unlimited uses. But there is another bonus that this code provides. The more you trade, the higher your cashback will be, up to $5 on your first trade by reaching $100 of value. Skinsmonkey also offers daily, weekly, and monthly giveaways. Even if you have nothing to trade, Skinsmonkey has something to offer for everyone. The link is in the description if you are interested. Those who bought into these items early on a soul read feel like gods right now. For someone who is new to Counter-Strike, you probably don't understand why Austin capsules and souvenir packages getting removed like this is such a big deal. For people that have been around for a few years, you probably wish you bought more of these. I know I did. Here's my quote from a video I recently made hyping up these stickers. The rough concept is 500 capsules from various collections. I typically never buy autograph capsules, but I think autographs will look so good it will be worth it this time. I also intend on buying some Liquid, Aurora, OG, and Imperial Holos. I had fully intended on buying a few sets of holo stickers before their removal from the market, but I was waiting for prices to reach a point that I was comfortable with. Well, here I am with 500 capsules and no stickers to be found. After years of identical borderless stickers, we have been conditioned to ignore the new major items, as any chance of these items becoming profitable were wiped away when the new collection dropped identical stickers. Then Austin comes around with bordered stickers once again, and all of the hype is focused around the previous borderless stickers, like it should be. Borderless stickers look better, it's that simple. I would say that most people had the same perspective as me towards Austin. Wait until the sale is expected to end somewhere around early November and bulk purchase items if supply numbers seem reasonable. Valve like to give warnings for the removal of items because it causes a massive rush of sales. Not only is this good for Valve, but it's good for the teams that use sticker money as a way to justify their involvement in the Counter-Strike scene. The instant removal of Austin was a shock to everyone, possibly even lower than Shanghai supply, even though everyone rejected those stickers at the time due to borderless sticker burnout. Now, one thing that isn't talked about as much today, as stickers and capsules will always be the focal point of major collections, one question we have to ask is what's going to happen to these souvenir charms that were predicted to have insane supply numbers? Are these actually going to be desirable items? The charm conversation is a tricky subject, as it's a new type of item, so we have very little contextual info and no true read on demand. With how many different charms exist, their individual supply is actually quite insignificant, so popular charms from this major might actually get hunted in a few years. It's going to be an interesting type of item to watch that will tell us a lot about demand for highlight charms going into Budapest. But they really aren't for me. I love my major stickers, and this whole situation has my dopamine receptors firing. Austin major stickers are far from the holy grail. Paper stickers have a boring border and no color. Foil stickers have a massive belt buckle, which makes it difficult to create a good looking craft. Holo stickers have a border that would be considered ugly when compared to the millions of borderless stickers still available for pennies, and the logo is quite small in game. And golds? Well, we know how few people actually care about gold stickers in 2025. If the collection is good, it will always get outshined by holos. It's not like these new Austin stickers were a hot commodity that people were clamoring over during the sale. They were something to watch from a distance, and if the numbers looked good, maybe dabble a little bit of money, but far from an all-in option. And at the end of the day, we have been conditioned to expect a removal date from Valve. Why buy in early and lock up all of that money when you can just wait for the final sale announcement? The sudden removal with no warning has blindsided anyone who has been investing in major items the last few years. But is this sudden removal enough to send these items to the moon? You are probably watching the initial spike right now and wishing that you bought in even though it didn't make any sense at the time. Well, this chart of the fracture case might ease your mind. It's the shock of the situation that has people FOMO purchasing into these items like they're the golden ticket, but prices will always settle. I have to say, in the month or so from today to the next major items, likely sometime early November, there seems to be quite the opportunity here. Holo stickers like Liquid, the highly desirable Falcons, Complexity, which has some buzz due to their exit from Counter-Strike, and this is the only non-Cato 14 version of this old school logo. Although if you look at them in game, you can see that that isn't entirely a good thing. Red stickers like FaZe and 3D Max, and I personally like the Aurora Holo, but prices tell me I'm alone. These are all some highly sought after stickers, and application numbers are quite low due to their rarity, and crafters were likely waiting for prices to fall further just like me. When you look at paper stickers, I'd say this is the first time since 2019 that papers can actually be profitable. The scratched look of these glow-in-the-dark stickers has been received well, and honestly, might be the most important aspect of this collection. Paper sticker application rate is far from insane when we compare to a collection like Paris or Antwerp, but do keep in mind the supply difference. Another thing to keep in mind is that all of these grayed out crafts are stickers that have been scratched. This is the first time I have seen pages and pages of scratched stickers in a row. Between the massive rush for holo stickers that are now a pink rarity and the mass application of paper stickers, I would expect these capsules to have quite the run until November. But is it enough? It really depends on what Budapest offers. If the next major stickers are borderless, more chaos and the hype around Austin will slow down. Good color matching holos? Big blow to the hype for many of the most expensive holos, and many of the qualifying teams for Austin have already qualified for the next major, which will hurt some of these unique stickers. More glow-in-the-dark papers? Massive hit to what should have been our first set of profitable papers and a big blow to capsules. Your worst sticker having a value above 3 cents is a big reason why Austin capsules have a good ROI, and taking that away would drastically reduce the unboxing rate. As you can see, there are still many questions around this collection, and we won't have confirmation on their future until next month. But if we assume that the Budapest stickers are more in line with major collections of prior years, Austin has really been set up for success with Valve's drastic decision to remove them. Still strange to think that Valve removed them the way that they did. No timer, no announcement. A 43-day sale is insanely short compared to previous majors. Why would Valve actively tank the sales for this collection when teams and players rely on that revenue that surely would have increased if they released a removal date like we have been accustomed to? Long story short, no one was buying them. What was the initial reaction to Austin stickers? Absolutely pump borderless stickers. No one really cared about these, and that's why we were talking about their potential as a low supply collection before they even got removed. But by removing capsules and souvenir packages without warning, what do you think will happen to these new Budapest items? Will people wait for Valve to make an announcement to invest? No chance. When the Budapest sale drops, those looking to make a purchase will make their decisions earlier, as we no longer have a grace period near the end of the sale to make our decision. And at that point, after they've been in the game for months, we can look at the data for supply and application rates, and we might not even buy in at all. If you think Budapest stickers or a charm is good, you buy in early to avoid Austin 2.0. I wouldn't be surprised if we never see a designated removal date again, and we just go back to random updates like it used to be. For Valve, it's probably better for their pockets going forward, and if the 2025 update cycle has told us anything, it's that marketplace updates take priority over gameplay updates. And we still haven't seen things like a proper movement fix, new third-person animations, or a consistent string of updates to bring Subtick to where it needs to be for the average user. That's just where we are right now in the Valve cycle. But hey, if it means you can make thousands off of armory changes and major items, maybe it isn't so bad. For me, I have 550 capsules, the few nice stickers that I opened, and the paper stickers that I bought to support the boys that are no longer with us. But this is probably the end of the road for me unless prices come back down to where they were before the removal, which seems pretty unlikely at this point. I have enough volatile items right now that could completely moon or crash to the floor. The Budapest Major will decide their fate. I said that there were too many question marks to make a solid investment into these Austin stickers when they dropped. I'd say the question marks have been removed short term, but for anyone looking to hold these for years, many of the question marks still remain. The safest option for avoiding losses would be charms, as they are limited and some will be collected. But to what degree? Will there be enough demand to rival sticker and capsule profits over the next month? I have my doubts. For those who bought in early with me, I hope to rally with you. And for those who doubted their potential, I wish to prove you wrong. But that story will be written a month from today.